We are here for Tier 1. We are here in Austria and in a track that always brings action. We have seen all week long, sorry, that action on this short track always always gets present.
We have the standings up right now. Jeffrey Ritchie with a huge lead.
Yeah, more than double of Vincent.
Well,
It's
this
an
is actually,
amazing start of the season.
but this is actually the pre-verdict standings because they were updated just a few hours after.
But still, I don't think it's gonna change so much about that difference. But of course, some positions can change and
Let's
vary between
let's
the
take a look
verdicts
at
and after.
the track quickly.
Oh, it's a really short track, as I was saying. 10 corners. Of course, really important spots to overtake on turn 3 and turn 4 after those DRS zones. The main straight, DRS as well, not too common to see overtakes there. A lap around 1.3 flat, I would say these drivers can do, probably 0.2. But it's going to be a really tight qualifying as these drivers are starting to ready up this round. I think we are on round 11?
Yeah,
I would
round
say.
11 of 18 of the championship, Bill.
Round 11. Sorry, a little bit of lag spike there on my brain. But 11 of 18. A really good gap between the leaders, as we saw before. Jeffrey Ritchie leading a lot, but only able to win one race, I think, was last week. Sorry, not last week, but 2 weeks ago on the last round, I think.
So we are here on the grid of Austria. It looks like it's a sunny day.
Really, really sunny for qualifying. I don't think we have seen rain in the European divisions. I don't know about America's tier 2 last night, but I don't think we have seen rain. At least yesterday.
I'm just gonna tap out for a moment to look at my settings.
Okay, no worries about that. Still on qualifying, we have plenty of time left to try to correct those minimal things. If anyone on the chat can tell us which is the echo, if it's for everyone,
That's
for
from my
both of
mic.
us, or only and of course to tell us if the volume is good for both of us. Of course, we'll try to do the best. 19 drivers now as Milan will join the lobby. First drivers there to go out, Neon on the subs on his outlap, and Colors, tier 2 driver from yesterday,
Let me know if it's
under
still echoing.
Williams.
Yeah, we have the reserve driver Cotters in the Williams.
He was doing a really good performance yesterday in terms of pace, but I don't think he touched the right key there for the last moment. I think he had an incident at the final stage of the race that was not really good for his result.
Why would it be echoing?
But there we have it. I think we have Neon already on a qualifying lap. Now into turn 1, maximizing that entry. Too much exit, invalidating that first attempt. So we jump 2 colors. We'll see what he does on turn 1. Really difficult to manage to get it into the valid zone. And now colors with an amazing slipstream from an AlphaTauri. I think that's Pagel on 13th place at the moment. Anyone setting lap times, just the beginning of this qualifying. Colors are opening DRS now into turn 4. A little bit of traffic ahead of him at the exit of that corner. We'll see if that can affect him at least a little bit. It looks like the traffic is going to be at the side of the track. Nothing happening for him. Clean sector as he claims a 44.3 with the first 2 sectors. Now into sector 3. 2 cars will be the traffic there in the middle for him. One of them, his teammate for the occasion, Marcus Tail. But now colors will be closing that lap with the softs 1:3.8, and that's a really good bunker lap for him at the moment. I think he was around those times yesterday, a little bit lower. I think 3.4 was the pole position, if someone can confirm that. But really good lap time from Colors, as everyone is starting their lap. I think it was one of the Ferraris crossing, as it was Milan just entering that flying lap, and Gavizon with a 4.3 on the mediums. I think it was yesterday that we saw a 3.6 from Alexander Johansson on the mediums. So drivers being able to do those times, we'll see what the tier 1 drivers can do today.
Absolutely, Beto. I'm sorry about the echo. I'm not sure how to fix it, so we'll just have to live with it. We have a bunch of new drivers to this grid today, Beto, like Marcus, Gabizon, Milan.
Exactly. Milan new, I think, this season, but not new for us on MRL, as Jeffrey reaches that pole position, that provisional pole position with a 3.5, 2/10 clear of Vincent with the mediums, the Alfa Romeo driver, and Marcos just some milliseconds behind him on his debut, I think, for an official race for MRL. They're with the Williams. His teammate will be Cutters. A lot of drivers now going slow to the pits. Yellow flags on sector 3. Really interesting, almost colliding these drivers. As we have, I think it was Mark Blurk going through on turn 9, now in turn 10. Almost going wide there, opening the DRS into the main straight. What's gonna be for him? And at the moment, I think, did he validate that lap?
Because Freemer just went him 6th fastest, Beto, in the Alfa Romeo.
Oh, so Mark Blur not appearing on my really weird at the moment, my timing. But yeah, as you were saying, I think it was Freewer that jumped into 6th place there with
and there goes McClurk. Oh, and Brainsuit going for a laggy spin. Brainsuit having a bit of lag right now.
I don't know if that's been the first time that I've seen Brainsuit with that kind of issues. We hope that it's fixed for him.
Harlan goes super wide through the last corner. The camera cannot even keep up. And Marcus goes fastest.
3.5, it was with the mediums.
Yeah, very quick
really
lap.
Time. I think it's the fastest I've seen with the mediums. It was 3.6, I think, for Alexander Johansson yesterday. 3.5 now with the mediums for Marcus Thole, if that's the correct way to pronounce it.
It might be Bill, but I'm just going to call him Marcus, I think. And Big Blurk has joined back. We have Remco, the tier 2 driver, and the regular tier 1 reserve coming out of the pits right now.
Luke Smith not improving there on sector 2. I think he's in lap. And we'll be putting that off Tauri into the box. Milan, though, improving at the exit of turn 4, 1/10.5.
Milan, he's in the number 16 Ferrari. Might bring him extra luck today, though.
Oh, it doesn't seem like on sector 2 he had that luck, because he was not improving. I don't think he has fuel. I think he ran out of fuel, yes, indeed. Putting full throttle, not able to rev even more than those RPMs that he has. But he will be limping back to the pits to try to put more fuel. And of course a new set of tires, I would say, there, as he has used that one. Not too much action
let's go on. At the moment. Let's go for a lap with Remco. He's about to go on a flyer. Take us through.
We'll see Remco on the Aston Martin. There on the main straight. He drove yesterday, not having the best luck. I think he finished even lapped, or even in DNF. We'll see what he has on the Aston Martin now, as he takes that turn 1 and turn 2 flat out, of course, with 8 gear. Now into turn 3, a little bit of traffic ahead of him. Really good apex, a little bit shaky on the exit, opening the DRS there. The Dutch driver goes at the moment on 16th place, not able to set a lap time yet. Only 4 drivers yet to do it. Remco, Agustin, Noel and Neon. Now into turn 4 and turn 5. Remco taking a really good line there for 6. Difficult corner, because if you touch too much curb at the inside, you can spin that car as well. The same happens with 7 and 8, where he had an incident yesterday, going almost into the wall. There we have it. It's a sector 3 for him. Only 2 corners left. Turn 9. A lot of mistakes can can be done there. And turn 10 as well with invalidation. Opening DRS, Remco is. We'll see where he lands, and it's P2 for him.
Very good lap, beating Rucci's time.
And really close to that pole position. Of course, I think that was set on the mediums, but still really close. We have seen all this week the gap between the mediums and the softs. Marcus representing there on the top with the mediums. We'll see if Remco can do another lap. It seems like he's still pushing, but other drivers flying. I think freeware. Neon starting a flyer. We have a Ferrari on sector 3. I think that might be Milan gonna start another one. And probably Noel Carman there behind him on the track map, opening DRS and finishing his lap. It's gonna be a 3.7, 8th place for him at the moment. A Red Bull going into the pits, an Aston Martin going to the pits, and the Ferrari of Ido will now be crossing the line.
Freeware
for him at the moment.
Has a huge improvement. He's coming through the final 2 corners now, but
we'll see what where he is. I don't know if he has been.
He abandoned it.
Did he invalidate?
He went very slow through the turn 9.
It's not gonna be enough, of course, for improving if he yields before there, but Ido with 4/10 improvement, or even more, I think with 6, up into P6, really close to his teammate.
Jordan Martin, he has to set a lap on the medium tires right now.
As Jeffrey goes fastest with a 3.2 with the softs. Amazing gap between him and Marcos, 3/10 at the moment, of course difference of a tire option, but we'll see if someone can beat that. At the moment I think Milan aborted his lap.
Neon just invalidated in the first corner.
He's trying something different with those mediums.
But he's doing practice,
I think, are
practice
the
runs right now.
9.1 looks like a really practice time with a full fuel tank. Vincent improving into 4th place, 3.6.
This grid is tight.
Still,
is tight, Bido.
At the moment, a little bit separated there. It's gonna be really tight, but the gap between P2 and P1 is at the moment really big.
The gap between P1 and P2 is the same gap as P2 to P7.
That's true. No, that's not true.
Oh, P8.
P2 to
P9.
exactly to P11, I would say. Yeah.
Oh, man, math from over there.
We'll see that gap coming down a little bit now at the final stage of qualifying. 7 minutes left on
Here
my
comes
end.
Luke.
He's gonna start one. He's gonna start a lap at the moment as he was letting his teammate by. A really fast driver with a big mistake there at the exit of turn 1.
Big mistake.
Opening DRS. We'll see. I'm sure he can improve that sector 1 after that mistake. Not going too far from his provisional best there on sector 1. Really good use of that curb at the exit of turn 3. Opening DRS close to the left to try to open that corner at the entry and to close it, of course, at the exit. Hitting that apex using that curb. He knows perfectly where he is putting the car. Downshifting to 5th and now into 6th. Upshifting, improving almost 3/10 on that sector 2. Wow, it's low on fuel, but I think he has enough to finish this lap at the moment on P8. 3.6 is the time for Luke Smith, really close to the limit. Turn 9 for him, turn 10 for him. We'll see what he has, and he has invalidated there on the last corner. What a shame, it was a 3.1 and that was the provisional pole if he didn't invalidate that last corner.
Even with the massive mistake in turn 1.
With that mistake, as I was gonna say, it was almost, I think, or even more than a 10th. That shaky
Marcus
rear end.
On a lap right now. Coming through the final sector. Oh, a big spin from the Williams driver. Got all on top of the curb and the car did not like that.
Hila has to really avoid that contact, as it was a little bit on the middle, but Attila, I don't think he was flying. So
yeah, that was a bit of a moment there for the Red Bull driver.
He had to sneak through. A lot of drivers now into the pits, changing those tires, putting more fuel to their car, preparing the last attempt, the last try Even I think they will try to do back-to-back hot laps. I think that's working on Austria. We'll see how they do that, but I've seen a lot of drivers do that recently. And the last races of this week, Brinsley we didn't see, but he puts the Mercedes into P2 with a 3.2, only 17 milliseconds behind the pole sitter, the provisional pole sitter Jeffrey Ritchie.
On board with Augusto right now. He's gonna set his lap. We'll see what time he can do.
He was improving a little bit at the exit of sector 2, and a big improvement now on sector 3 with 3/10 improvement, only 1/10 behind Haarlem, and more than a second ahead of McBlurg, and even more from Neon, who's still on track, setting lap times improving 2 seconds, but in an invalidated lap.
Remco's showing a bit of traffic there. Coming in.
Oh, Colors has retired into the pits.
Oh,
Doesn't want to
Seppel
improve
from
his. He has set that lap time with the mediums, and he wants to start with that tire. We have seen a lot of them doing that on this week. Tier
He's
2.
been pushed to P11 now.
That would be the ideal spot, I would say, but we will see. We will see with
Still a
those
lot of time
mediums
left.
where he will drop. I think a lot of drivers will be improving on this last 3 minutes. We'll see.
On board
as
with Gabizon, the reserve
will be
driver.
improving. Is he flying though? I don't think so.
He's on out loud.
Haarlem was, I think, pushing, but now going to the pits. And I think he will be starting Gabizon as we were talking soon.
I think
No
Edu
insurance then.
is the lead on the. Edu's the first car on the flyer, so we'll go on board with the Ferrari.
There he is. On turn 1, just ahead of Gabizon. We'll see if he finds any improvement there on sector 1, and yes he does. Marginal improvement, but there he has. It was I think 23 milliseconds as he opens the RS on the back straight. Really good point to make the overtakes now into the braking zone of turn 4. Downshifting to 3rd. Now climbing back to 7th. As he will be finishing that sector 2, missing a little bit the apex there on turn 6, almost invalidating with the front left tire. Improving now as he finishes sector 2. You will see if he can keep it together now in sector 3. The Ferrari driver, at the moment on 10th place with a 3.695. Into turn 10 he goes, really clean, opening DRS. What's gonna be? It's a 3.5, and he improved into 5th place.
Gabby's unvalidated, but here comes Freeware on out lap. Sorry.
Oh, it looked like a hot lap. Now he is actually starting that one with the DRS open. Now in sector 1. What's gonna do the Alfa Romeo driver for today? I think he's a reserve on this division.
The Emerald
Marginal
admin.
improvement. The Emerald admin. Important to say, Pavel just improving there. Still on the 3.5, 3/10 between him and the first row. We'll see if he can improve further, but I don't think so as the time is running out with 1 minute to go. Yellow flags on sector 2 as it was Agustin Torlaski there on the gravel. I don't know if Freeware was improving there at the exit of sector 2,
I
but
missed it
we'll
as well.
see now as he finishes.
Big, huge through the final 2 corners.
He needs to maximize everything. 1.3.6, and it's P11 for him at the moment. We'll see if he does back-to-back laps, and it seems like he will. We'll see now what the other drivers can do, as we have, I think that was McBlurg jumping into P3, and Neon, wow, out of nowhere, 3.1 for him. We'll see what the other drivers can do, as Luke Smith is improving out of sector 1, now into sector 2. But I think that's the Alpine, I think it was from Marquez starting a lap. Richie has invalidated his lap time. I don't know if he will have time to do another one, so we will jumping on Luke Smith with a valid lap at the moment, and I think with a further improvement on sector 2, now into turn 9, and to turn 10, the corner where he invalidated on the last time, and now opening that DRS. It's gonna be pole position. No, but
Just
close
missed it.
enough. Close enough for Luke Smith. Only 11 milliseconds behind Neon.
Not close enough. Just missed it.
As Harlan Marquez improves into P6, really close to his teammate. Richie retires as he's not able to improve further. Brainstee on a lap. At the moment, McBurk just aborting his lap. We have Marcus as well there who can improve, who is further on the lap. Look at Marcus, he's improving almost 2 tenths out of sector 2 and now into the last corner. He has to push, but not so much. A little bit shaky at the exit. It's gonna be pole position. No, it's P5 for him. Look at Brainsteel. Look at Brainsteel, he's not improving out of sector 2. And I think he won't be improving there on sector 3 as a little bit laggy for him.
Let's see what he can do. Small improvement to go P14. We'll say this will be our starting order.
Not enough for that top 10. Colors drops into 17th place after retiring, I think, in the pits. But the only driver to set the best lap time for him on the mediums. The other 18 drivers. So yeah, the other 18 drivers with the subs. And the pole position, of course, goes to Neon. Luke Smith following really close. And in the top 3, Jeffrey Ritchie. The race, of course, gonna be next. Now, after qualifying, 36 laps, if I remember correctly, for Austria. Intense racing, we'll see. Probably safety cars. I think we saw at least 3 yesterday on Tier 2. Everything can happen.
So we have Neon leading from pole, followed by Luke Smith and then Jeffrey Ritchie.
Really good stuff as well from Brainsteel. The top 4 less than a tenth between them. Incredible from these drivers here on Tier 1. Marcos on his debut lining up next to McBlurk. Just ahead of him, who will starting on 6th place, the Dutch driver on the Mercedes. Harlan Marquez on 7th. Bagel on 8th. Remco from Tier 2. Now reserving for Tier 1 on 9th place. Edo just ahead of his fellow countryman, Candy King, finishing and rounding there the top 10. Candy King on 11th place, of course, and we'll see what the other drivers will select on their strategy, because I think a lot of drivers will try to do that medium to sub strategy. And it's cloudy. It's cloudy. I don't think it's gonna be for rain though. We'll have to see further, and if someone can tell on the chat. Yeah, of course, the time will be running out now as they are trying to select that fuel, that strategy, everything that they can do at the moment. Of course, with the pack format on, really tiny adjustments they can do for the car. Formation lab on as always, so we will see and we will have time to discuss what these drivers can do there with their strategies. Neon on pole position, of course. The top 10 will be on the softs as they qualified on that tire. We'll see what the bottom 10 has. It's gonna be only 4 drivers there with the mediums and colors. The only driver who qualified with the mediums will be starting on the softs. Only Vincent Noel, Gavison and Agustin Torlaski on the mediums, trying to do the reverse strategy, pitting a little bit later than the softs. Normally is the optimal when you are behind a lot of drivers.
Yeah, but Bill, we don't know what the weather's going to be like. Maybe there might be rain coming soon. It's very cloudy. Looks dark.
It's really cloudy. Rain in 15 minutes, says Rhapsody, who's normally engineering for Mercedes. And that could explain why a lot of drivers
were hoping for the rain.
Surely.
For the changing conditions.
and could be even before. Who knows? Like we don't know how's the rain. You know the radar's not always really good. The rain can be before, can be later. If it's later, a lot of drivers will be trying to sacrifice those softs and trying to stretch that first stint to not pit twice, and that's gonna be interesting as well for the punctures. We'll see how they manage that and how the rain impacts for this race.
Just for me
There we
now.
have it. There we have it, Gauzy. Look at that. We have all drivers lining here, only waiting for Agustin Torlaski, one of the drivers with the mediums. There at the back of the grid. And will be green flag soon. Neon on pole position. Luke Smith trying to change that as he will try to attack the McLaren driver. Richie behind them, and Brinstein will be watching shortly. We will see the start of these drivers. We have 2, 3 and 4 and now 5 red lights here at Austria's round 11 for tier 1. And look at the start for Luke Smith. Is almost alongside, but he slots the AlphaTauri between him and Richie, and changes at the back with Harlem and McBlurk. The top 4 not changing too much. Marcus almost side by side with Brinstein, who is gonna try the move shortly on turn 3. Look at the inside there for Marcus. Really good move, but taps the back, the diffuser of Richie. Really good exit for Brinstein, who retakes that P4. Remco exchanging there with Pagel. And the top 10 has changed a little bit, but not too much. Attila and Gavison exchanging Ido and Vincent as well. And on the middle of this tower, we can see those arrows changing as Remco and Candy King are fighting the teammates for today. Look at the Aston Martin on turn 6 as Remco keeps it ahead of them. Noir and Milan as well. Another exchange there at the back, but at the moment clean so far. I think was Gabizon trying something at the exit of turn 7. He has damage on his front end. He gained places on that first end, but the end plate on the left not working at the moment. I think that was Freeware on the grass.
Something was
I think he
happening.
crashed.
There was a driver going through the grass.
I think that was Freeware and Vincent that probably crashed. I'm not 100% sure though, but a lot of drivers with damage. Look at Richie, how close he is now as he is trying to catch that slipstream from Luke Smith. This driver's not utilizing too much energy at the beginning of this race. At the moment, the top 5 not changing, and I would say even the top 7, as we can see.
Yeah, they're getting settled here into a train.
McBurk and Harlem exchange positions on the first lap, but McBurk took it back, as well as Brinstein and Marcos, with a really good launch there from the Williams driver into the inside, but Brinstein had it covered on the exit. Gavison and Agustin Torlaski exchanging positions, as Agustin flies through. Gavison with that damage, not able to pit at the moment, and I think he's probably regretting about that decision, but he doesn't want to be at the back so early. But he's suffering a lot with that understeer on that front end for the McLaren, as Pagel, I think it was, that collected the first penalty for today. The DRS is enabled on lap 3. We will probably see exchanges as Richie tries to dive at the inside of Luke Smith, not working, and the exit is gonna be poor. Brinstein is there, will be catching that Alpine with the slipstream, with the energy, and with the DRS open for both of them. Brinstein looking there on the inside, not gonna be diving that car, but Richie really doing a really late move there on turn 3, almost hitting the back of that AlphaTauri. The move didn't work. Remco close as well to the teammate now of Richie, Harlow Marquez, and that 7th place. And Remco and Pudding really doing a good job after what we saw yesterday, not having the best day there on the office for the Dutch driver. A mistake from McBurk on turn 9, understeering almost off track, and could be even worse, but he hasn't lost the DRS train. It was a big one.
Here comes Marcus up the hill. On the way to
There he
turn 3.
goes. But I don't think he will be close enough. McBurk is going to be closer to that Williams. And look at Brinstein, how close he is at the apex of turn 3. Not utilizing that energy. He knows he can't overtake now. And look at Luke Smith on Neon, almost touching there on braking. It was less than a tenth between them. But the AlphaTauri stays behind with that full energy to play. Look at the gaps of that top 9 as Noel has lost the DRS with Candy King. It's 1.5 between Candy King and Noel Carman. But actually the Haas has done a really good start. Up 4 places, Colors and Agustin Terlaski one of the winners as well, with Agustin with 6 places gain, Gavison with 4, and Colors, they're on 12th place with 5 places gain. Look at Luke Smith now on turn 1. He will try to maximize the exit there of that corner utilizing the DRS, not the energy though, and we'll try to go to the inside. Neon will try to go to the outside and try the switchback for turn 3, but he's side by side at the exit. Really good respect between them. DRS is gonna be for none of them as they were side by side on the detection zone.
Put his Mercedes in there.
Yeah, look at Brainsteel as they're 2 by 2 into turn 4. McLaren with a penalty, and Neon's gonna start on the exit.
Losing out.
And Neon side by side touching wheels now into turn 6.
Jeffrey had to go in the grass.
Wow. And I think it's raining.
Yep,
Yes.
I see drops.
I see drops of rain there as Marcus tries the move. Almost on Brainsteel as he was really close.
Yeah, Brainsteel had to hold up because Jeffrey had got all of the sorts in front of him.
And Richie had a mistake there on turn 9 now.
Marcus
Of oversteer.
Marcus so close here, the gap 1/10. But the DRS is so powerful.
It's gonna be really interesting now when the DRS is gonna be disabled with this rain. But at the moment, this driver is trying to maximize everything they have on their hands. Neon, look at that, the move on the inside of turn 2. And now into turn 3 with the lead. Nothing changing at the back as Brainsteel almost hits the back of Richie. And that breaking of there where we have a move there between Remco and Harlem.
Candy
Which
King just
Remco
lost out a lot.
Look at that, Remco really close. Harlem is low on battery, I would say, or probably it's just the rain. I think it's low on battery, indeed. And Remco almost overtaking the Alpine driver. Neon retaking the lead.
Oh, we have a inter-tire taker, Pajal. I don't think it's ready yet, Bill.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is. It's too early, and I don't know why he risked it so much. The DRS is still enabled. The grips looks like it's there. Of course, it's disappearing. It's fading a little bit, but it's still there. I think it's gonna be it's gonna be like this, like 3 more laps. I think.
The fight.
See now.
This fight at the front is very exciting.
Yeah, the fight in the front with that top 5 battling. Look at Luke Smith going through the lead. We'll see if Richie can do the same.
Looking at the outside.
Look at that! Wow! Look at that move from Brainsteel, almost
can't get it
doing
done.
it. Really good defense by Richie. And look at the slipstream now for the Italian. He tries the inside, putting the wheel into the grass, and the inside he has it. Really good move for Brainsteel. We'll see if Richie has the answer, but no, it does not have anything to respond. And Marcus and McBurr have a penalty on their name. 6 seconds for Marcus, 3 seconds for McBurr. Gabizom, another one trying the intermediates, but I think it's too early, as you were saying, with Pagel. Richie having a shot of understeer there on turn 9.
Look at the raindrops on the screen when you go on board.
Yeah,
Richie
saved that. Oh
yeah,
my god,
Tank
he
Sniper.
saved that. But it was really painful to see almost the car into the wall sideways. Look at Neon now trying the move in Luke Smith. Not gonna work at the moment. He will have DRS though at the exit of turn 3. Is he gonna be prepared for that? I think Luke Smith had better traction.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, really good from Luke Smith. Neon not able to materialize that advantage that he had at the exit of turn 3 with that DRS on that back straight. So he'll stay on second place. At the moment they are lapping almost 2 seconds slower than their provisional best. Even more, I think it was 1.4 when they crossed the line on the last lap, 1.6 when they crossed at the moment of sector 2, so it's gonna be like 2.4 seconds at least.
Richie going in the box.
Oh, there he is. There he is. I was gonna say we'll see when is the crossover for the intermediates. Seems like Richie knows about that, and he jumps into the pit lane. Could be now, could be later. I don't know if he's risking.
The green rim tires going on the car.
Oh, look at Neon trying the move now, and he has done it. Into the braking of turn 3, protecting now from Luke Smith, who tries to open that steering as Marcus.
Putting his car there.
Marcus and McBurk exchanging position. Look at the move from McBurk, and now Bryn still trying to put the other Mercedes up
Marcus
into
gets past him.
And of course, an exchange, as you were saying.
Oh, Marcus touched by McBurk a bit, but he collected the car.
They keep it together at the moment. And look at McBurk trying the inside. Both drivers with penalties. I think they need to maximize.
Lots of contact between these two.
I think they need to maximize their lap time instead of the position, because that penalty is going to affect a lot. We hope they don't have any damage, but it was really harsh battle between these two. Brainsty almost took that
Marcus
second place.
Is out 1 second behind Brainsty now.
And Candy King jumps into the pit lane, and it looks like the intermediates are working at the moment. I would say they are equal. Richie and Agustin not exchanging, so probably a little bit early. But Pagel and Free were really close on pace.
Brainsty takes a look.
Oh, look at Brainsty. Look at Brainsty. He
Touch.
tapped the rear of Luke Smith. I don't know if he's gonna try that move. It's not gonna be too much legal, let's say.
Yeah, it's a bit naughty
when
you push them.
And he's not pushing too much. McBurk lost a lot of positions because Remco is now in P4, overtaking both of them. And now into turn 4 with that double move. McBurk with the exit, shaky a little bit on the exit. Look at McBurk now again into P4. Remco tries to hold the inside, not gonna work, and I think now could be for intermediate. Look at the track, it's
very
wiggly a
wiggly.
little bit. As Harlem and Noel exchange positions, because Harlem has gone into the grass and he has taken a penalty for that extension. McBurk 2 seconds behind his teammate. Could be a double stack for them, but they are not pitting on the lead.
Oh, Marcus completely got caught up by Remco diving into the pit lane.
Also Remco dived into the pits.
Got his out of this race. He retired in the pit lane.
Oh yeah, indeed.
Thought it crashed.
Could that be an issue for Neon? Probably Neon wanted to pit and he had this team.
No, Neon already boxed. Oh no, Neon's already passed.
Yeah, I think he passed the pit lane before that. Look at Noel trying the move on Marcos, not gonna work at the moment. A lot of drivers putting the intermediates. I think it was on this lap. The track was dumping a lot, and a lot of drivers were committing mistakes, as the AI of Gabizum is disturbing a little bit there on the back straight of between 1 and 3.
Yeah, it's driving all over the place.
I don't think anything major can happen there. But look at the front, because the gap now between the provisional best lap and the lap they are doing, it's almost 4.5 seconds.
Here comes
Neon. Neon is gonna dive. Yeah, here he goes.
And
there
Luke,
he goes.
And Brainsty following him.
Brainsty and McBurk not following. He doesn't want to double stack, but I think that's worse than double stacking, because one...
Oh, big contact. Brainsty broke his front wing on the back of Luke Smith. He's getting that front wing changed right now.
That's gonna change a lot. That provisional podium, as Edo has retired at the exit.
Yeah, he's on the wall. This could be a safety car.
That could be a safety car. Yellow flags on sector 2, yellow flags on sector 3, and I think that could be a BSC. Wait, actually, I think that was Milan. I think Edo retired on the pits.
Oh, that confused me as well.
That was Milan. Sector 2 and sector 3, as we have Edo retiring on the pits. Edo has left now, probably damage as well for him. Brainsty with that damage has fallen into P6. At the moment, McBurk and Noel Carmel leading. But look at the gap going down between him and the first driver with the intermediates. Neon cutting those 10s, every braking zone and every traction zone. Could be worse though. It's not too bad for those still holding a little bit, but it's really bad as McBurk goes into the pits and Noel will be following him. McBurk taking a 5-second time penalty for spinning on the pit lane. It's a casual and normal penalty that can happen. There as Brainsty has retired at the exit of turn 8, and that's a safety car.
Oh, I can't. I'm trying to get to it, but
I think he lost it on the curb.
yeah, he didn't have the tire temps, and he lost it into the wall. Braces out of this race.
So there he goes. Noel Carman changing those tires. McBurk as well. Safety
Pajot
car.
drive through.
Yeah, safety cars on the pit lane as drive through, as you were saying for Pagel, for speeding. And they have changed a little bit those positions as Noel has gained a little bit. Of course, with the safety car, everyone
Already
will be
boxed.
backing. Everyone pitted as well. Everyone for intermediates. Really bad luck for Pagel as I think he qualified.
Oh, a second drive through.
Oh, another drive through.
He might not be. He might have that glitch where it doesn't show like the warnings on the screen.
Could
Like
be that.
Like it doesn't show that you have to keep delta.
He could probably retire because it's really awful bug or glitch to have there on their end. He's trying to serve the drive through, I think he is.
Yeah, I
don't know if
think
you can do that.
can't serve it
there
under
he is.
safety. Oh, he's just retired when he realized you can't serve it under.
Do the drive through for him on his name. Not gonna be happy. That 13 of 36 here on Austria. And 4 retirements, already 15 drivers left with those intermediate conditions. It's gonna be really difficult to overtake now. With
Will the AI
this...
disturb the top 3?
Sorry?
Top 3 coming up to the AI now?
To the AI of Pagel, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't think that's gonna affect too much. We're still left the session and the car of Pagel goes into the side of the track at the exit of turn 2. Neon catches the safety car and everyone's gonna be packing behind that Mercedes. That red Mercedes. Penalties for McBurk and Marcus. Could be promoting Noel into the podium, but it's too early to speak, of course. More than 20 laps here to go yet on this Austrian GP for round 11 of 18. On tier 1, my name is Alex Bito from Spain. We have Gauziek from Canada. Next to
Hello.
me,
We're excited for the second half of this race, but
I'm really excited to see what they can do with this situation because these dynamics and weather are going to be providing a lot of intensity to try to put the car on a difficult place in terms of overtaking, because it's going to be more difficult to do that without the DRS, as of course it's going to be disabled with those intermediates on the cars, and of course with this weather condition. And it's going to be interesting how much they risk there to gain the places, and how is Noel gonna keep the pace. We didn't see too much pace from him on those mediums. Of course he was on the first in against the softs. We'll see if he can keep that pace with the same tires of the leaders. But it's gonna be interesting surely, because he has that podium in his hands, but he has Remco Van Putten on his back. Richie behind the other Dutch driver, Kante King and Harlem Marquez, that's gonna be pushing a lot. Really fast drivers.
this is good for Attila and Milan, who went for spins earlier in the race. They'll be able to get to the back of the grid now with the safety car.
It's another opportunity for them. Freeware as well, who was there on P14 struggling a little bit. I think he took a penalty, as well as Milan, Agustin, Harlem. Those are the drivers with 3 seconds. Marcus Thol with 6 seconds on his name, and McBurk with 3 plus 5, as he had that corner cutting at that speeding on the pit lane. Not gonna be happy with that one, and with the safety car, as everything is gonna be really close between others in terms of intervals, and it's gonna affect more positions for him. We'll see if he can stretch that gap, but as I was saying, with these conditions, it's gonna be really difficult. I think we'll have another lap of safety car. Everything depends if Milan can catch that safety car queue on this one, but it doesn't seem likely. Doesn't look likely, sorry. I think one more lap of safety car will be Gauzy.
Yeah, it looks like, because Milan's not going to catch it. Looks like Neon is the stage car is going a bit too slow for the McLaren driver.
We'll see. The important thing is to keep those temperatures, of course. They will have one more lap there to warm up those intermediates. They can be really painful to drive with if they are not on that window of temperature. Look at Neon there warming them. Luke Smith, as well as we saw Freeware pitting, I think, for a new set of intermediates. Only one place lost, but fresh intermediates. I don't know how much difference that will be on his end, as we see an exchange, almost Milan overtaking Attila, but I think he took it back. I think it was a really late break for Milan. He didn't expect the queue to be that slow, but it is indeed, sorry. And we'll see now the safety car coming in this lap to the pits. Green flag will be on lap 17. We have there the call from race control, and all of these drivers will try to warm up even more those intermediates to have it on the best place possible for that restart. Really important, that traction out of turn 9 and turn 10. Everything depends where Neon lands that throttle down. So Neon waving, and he will be the first to try to impress the others with that restart. He needs to get it really good, and we'll see if Luke Smith can do something to take that lead out of Neon. Neon took the pole position, and Luke Smith the front row. We'll see now, as I think Neon has pushed. Really good restart, as Luke Smith is almost half a second behind him. We'll see now at the back of this grid, as I think Noel and Carman and Remco will be battling for that 5th place, who's actually a provisional P3 with that penalties for McBlurk and Marcos. Nothing happening, it seems.
Yeah, very clean restart. Everyone giving each other space.
It's really difficult to put the car where they want with these conditions. Is I think the first lap with green flag racing in these conditions for a lot of drivers, as we had just the safety car at the moment of the crossover.
Harlem has moved up to P9.
Yeah, he's in P9. He started this race.
Oh, he's in the grass now, and into the... He completely missed the corner.
Oh, that's a commentator's course if I've ever seen one. And look at that yellow flag. It's because of Harlem. He's now into last place. He was doing good with that recovery. He started on P7.
I commentator cursed him, Bill.
Really harsh. Really harsh. We'll jump now into the lead as Luke Smith has scratched 1/10 from that lead of Neon. Utilizing that energy, he needs to do the move now. He doesn't know which will be the situation further on in this race. He's trying to push as much as he can, locking the front tires, trying to put the car. Look at that traction with 4th gear, not downshifting to 3rd. But now Neon having that acceleration on higher gears. Luke Smith lurking on the inside, not gonna happen. Neon not even defending that try. That's how it works now, as Neon gets that lead. Still on P1, and Luke Smith not able to close that much. Look at Vincent, as he is really close to Agustin, the biggest winner from the beginning, as well as Noel, 9 places gained, as Vincent has a big snap at the exit of turn 8, saving that one but losing a little bit of time. Marcos with another penalty. It's going to be 9 seconds for him of penalties on his name. He's not going to be happy as he's on P4, and at the moment that would put him at the back of this grid. Harry Marquez at the back of the Alfa Romeo Freeware, preparing that move, as well as Marcos. Look at Marcos with McBlurk now into the inside of turn 3, braking really late, covering that inside, and McBlurk has the outside. Look at the Mercedes and the traction a little bit shaky there for McBlurk, and a really good move from Marcos now in P3, of course, with that penalties that we were saying. It's gonna cost a lot for him, but the move is the move, and we can't take out of his hands that he has done an amazing performance. But now jumping like 1.2 seconds there of Luke Smith.
Yeah, this is a race between Neon and Luke and none of the rest.
Yeah, they are on the world of their own. This is like Leclerc and Verstappen this season in terms of pace, but we'll see if they can keep it that close. All the race that we have, still 18 laps to go, now 17, as Luke is really close to that diffuser of the McLaren at the exit of turn 1, as we have a yellow flag as Agustin Torlaski has crashed on the main straight at the exit of turn 10. Could be safety car, and there we have it.
Right
And there we
when
have it.
right when Luke was gonna overtake Neon.
That's so much bad luck. He had it there, I think, there for turn 3. He had it
He was
prepared.
about to make the move, like he pulled aside and then safety car.
Yeah. He's not gonna be happy about that one. I don't think a lot of drivers will be changing those tires. Probably Milan, Harlem could be one of those with penalties on the back of this grid. But at the moment, Agustin crashing on that turn 10, really difficult to keep it together. You need to use a lot of curb on that turn 10 exit. And with these conditions, utilizing curbs could be the end of your race, as we have seen there with Agustin. We saw it with Bristow as well on turn 8 just now, where the leaders are coming. But I think it's going to be a short safety car as all the grid is packed. They need to catch the safety car, and we'll see what they do. Neon trying to pretend that he's gonna pit. We'll see. And he fakes it, and Luke Smith is pitting. Oh, is that legal? McClure pitting, no pitting as well. I think it will be for intermediates, of course. I don't see these drivers changing to another set of tires.
Why did they all box? Look at all the track position they lost.
But could be
soft tires.
Softs. Okay.
That was a very nice camera angle of the car pulling out of the pit lane.
Okay, so soft tires for Luke Smith, Noel Carman, and Attila. Probably that was the fake that Neon was trying to do. Probably it was actually a situation where you could think to put the softs. Of course, we have seen those drivers. Could the rain stop now? That's the big question for these drivers. Now, Luke Smith burning all the fuel.
They might be really smart or really dumb.
Yep. Well, not dumb, but too creative, let's say.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, like, it might be a huge like gain or a huge mistake.
Luke Smith was not in a position to risk it, nor Carman either. He was in a potential podium with those penalties for the third and fourth driver.
But it does look like the rain stopped, Bill. Like, it might be drying up soon.
Yeah.
I just see there's still a few raindrops.
And I think if you go on board with Luke Smith, I think we can see a little bit of the sky.
Lots of spray still.
Yeah, it's a lot of spray. It's a lot of spray for this drive. I think it's too early, and this safety car is gonna be short. I think we'll be green flag on lap 23. So
Luke.
Yeah, I think
seems
it's
to be going okay.
Oh, look at it. That's Neon. That's Neon pitting. No, that's
Everyone pitting.
Neon not pitting. Neon not pitting, and everyone is pitting. So this is gonna be good for Luke Smith, as he's not gonna lose anything except that potential lead with that battle with Neon.
Does this
Marco's not pitting either. But I see rain. I don't know why they don't.
Well, let's see how big a gap Neon will be able to. Sometimes in the game, the track doesn't dry up as fast as you think it does. Like, even if rain stops, it can still stay wet for like 10 laps.
Exactly.
Oh,
Okay,
the spray just stopped.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, like, on my end, the rain just stopped.
There's no more spray.
The spray just stopped working, and I see your end as well now on the stream, and happened just the same at the same moment. So really unusual to see that spectator glitch, I guess it is. But if it's like this, and if
I don't
it's
think it's a
like
spectator glitch. Oh, here comes the spray again. It's back.
Uh-oh. So really dynamic conditions now we have seen.
Yeah, we have Sector 1 dry, but Sector 2 is very wet.
This is really interesting to see. Spray on and off. Depends on where you are.
It's a bit like real life, because remember at Spa, you can have rain in some parts of the track and other parts are bone dry.
Yeah, but Spa is 7 kilometers long. Austria is like 4.1 or something like that. So, well, Gonna be interesting, not on this lap, or could be in this lap. We'll see if the safety car comes. I don't think it will. Neon going to the pits and Marcos going into the pits, so could be a visual glitch for us with that spray.
I know the
I
track
think
was
it's
wet too. We'll see. They're coming up to sector 1 now.
oh, but then no spray for the safety car. Yeah, on section 1 no spray, I think. Oh, but it keeps raining. It's really weird. It's really weird. The safety car will be on this lap, I think, as Neon now is in the back of this grid. Everyone on subs, so could be for subs. I think the only time I've seen all the grid being wrong about the tire situation was France on season 4, on CS2 I think it was, with everyone going to the intermediates except one person. But
And
of
Hungary,
course,
America's season 4.
oh, exactly, and Luke Smith has crashed, warming the tires, has crashed into the wall. I don't know if he has damage, but he went to the wall.
He's missing end plate.
Oh.
It was
How
all
can
working
you
out
do
for
that?
him. It was working
He
out
was
for him
warming the tires too much, probably. Or
in
too
this lap.
cold. Too much. Oh my god. What a mistake from Luke Smith. What a mistake from someone of that caliber. You never expect that to happen. But warming the tires into the lead, he had this race for him. But now he will have to carry with that damage. We'll see if his pace, his natural pace, can make that difference work, let's say, because it's gonna be really difficult to keep the same pace as everyone. Noel, we saw him, let's say, throwing that podium on Harlem crashing Luke Smith into the pits, and Noel is gonna take the lead now on lap 23 as we start now lap 24, and he's leading this race. Well, we have another safety car, or do
No.
I think now
It's
now
just
green
a
flag.
leftover push.
Now it's a green flag as we have the restart. Remco and Richie now extending the position with Attila. Richie into the top 3 and Noel leading this race. Yes, I think he started on P14 and now, well, into the lead. Richie will try to push everything he can to win this one. He knows he has natural pace and probably more pace than the 2 drivers that are on front of him, so he'll try to push everything he has on his hands to win this one.
Cotter's in P5.
Colors in P5 as well. It's 12 places gained from him and Attila. Yellow flag there as Freeware and McBear have come together there at the exit of turn 7 and 8. 5 second time penalty for Freeware. And it's Vincent overtakes both of them to get into the points positions. Colors really close to Attila. Could be even on the
Neon,
podium.
Milan, and Marcus.
Sorry, but look at Colors. This is the closest gap here on the grid. Trying the outside, Attila braking late. Really good cover there from Attila. A little bit shaky at the exit for Colors. And look at Neon now, close with Milan, who is close to Colors.
He's gonna
Let's
send
see if
it.
Neon can make that move. Look at the outside. Wow.
Cotter's
How
all
he
out of
has done
shape
that.
ahead.
How he has done that. Look at that move from Neon.
Oh, he's gonna go for it on Cotter's too, I think.
Yeah, he has a lot of speed against Colors. He will try it now. He has to wait. He has to be patient. A lot of pace comparison between both of them. Neon will have to wait to a straight to do it cleanly. Marcus close to Milan. Don't know if Milan is suffering some kind of damage, but he is going a little bit slower than the
Here comes
competition.
DRS.
The DRS is enabled now as Noel has
Cotter's
the window.
going for the move on Attila. Oh, and there's almost contact.
Colors into 4th place. Neon maximizing the exit will be on 5th place and probably into 4th place.
Neon
now,
is zooming.
as he has the DRS. Yeah, Neon is zooming.
Oh, look at this
Trying
3
the
wide.
move.
3 wide between Marcus and Milan. Both getting Attila.
Milan diving, but Marcus is gonna take, I think, both of them. There on turn 3, Milan is low on battery and Attila pushing that energy as Milan is gonna try to answer
Neon and
that on turn
Connors
4.
side by side.
Milan and Marcos side by side, and their contact. Marcos into the wall, Milan into the wall, and Attila into the gravel.
Milan
Andy
very
keeps
slow.
suffering as well.
Looks like Milan stopped the
Yeah,
game.
I think that's damage. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I think it was a Milan diving on the inside, a bit of contact, and on the exit, Marcos had a like a middle spin there at the exit.
You know what this is good for?
Came back, and they had contact there. As Marcos is gonna be to the pits, I think he had damage. Milan as well, and Attila had tried to avoid both of them, but I think
Connor
he was already
survives
damaged, probably.
and now has a 5-second gap to the people that were chasing him.
That's a really good spot for him as Milan retires into the pits after that damage, and Ricci and Remco exchange positions. Good dive from Ricci on turn 3. Remco will try the switch back, both with DRS. Look at Remco, look at Remco, look at Remco.
Yeah,
He doesn't
Remco,
have
huge
energy,
face.
but he doesn't have energy to play
Yeah, he's
with.
gonna back out of
Noel
it.
now. Noel has lost the DRS window he had. He had more than 1 second, I think, between him and Remco, and Ricci now he has closed that one, and Ricci can win this one. But Noel with a fantastic job now keeping that lead for these 4 laps. We'll see if Ricci can deserve the party of Noel. 13 places gained for the Haas driver, now leading through lap 28, sorry. As Ricci is going to be really close to him, setting the fastest lap.
He's not gonna be patient. Oh, he is gonna be patient.
On turn 1, not gonna happen there. A little bit wide at the exit of that corner.
It's gonna happen.
Losing the energy. Look at the DRS. Look at the advantage of pace, and we'll see if Remco can do the same. He's a little bit further behind, and Noel almost colliding with Remco, as I think was a really late move from Noel on braking, but Remco trying to avoid that, and now Remco having the opportunity at the exit of turn 3. Will try the inside for turn 4, and now the outside switching there. And the inside now for the exit of turn 4 and turn 5. They are side by side, a little bit to the grass. Remco is, Noel closing the gap. Really, really good. Just at the limit of the rules. Noel keeping that second place as Vincent sets the fastest lap of this race. And Colors takes a penalty of 3 seconds.
That's very sad for the Williams driver.
He has still the gap behind him to not let that penalty affect that order. But of course he needs to keep that pace. He's doing really, really good staying on the DRS of Neon, a really fast driver.
Oh,
Set the position. Look at Remco.
still saves the
Remco.
car.
What a mistake.
He has no
Saved the
ERS.
car.
He's gotta relax and just wait it out.
Neon doesn't have energy either, but he has the DRS and that, let's say, potential
Nobody
more
has
pace
energy.
in his hands.
Richie with no energy. Noah with none.
Only Candy King, but he doesn't have anything to attack.
This
Only
battle
Candy
for the
King is
top
over
5.
20. Ricci
Neon,
is actually pushing a lot of energy.
Neon
Look at
all
Neon,
over
yeah.
the back of Remco.
Neon improving almost 4 times his provisional best.
Vincent,
Vincent retiring on the pits, so only 11 drivers gonna finish this. Look at Neon, how much he's closing with that grip he has. Remco going wide in turn 10.
Remco's making some mistakes and Neon's gonna capitalize on it, I think.
Remco I think he's feeling pressurized with that pace that Neon has. Look at Neon now, putting that energy to 0 almost. He will try the move. Ooh, he's braking really late. He has to almost lock those tires as he was almost gonna hit the gearbox of that Aston Martin. Now trying the same on turn 4. Marcos another penalty on his name. I think it's up to 12. Look at Neon.
Whoa, what is that?
That is from really, really far behind, side by side. They respect each other. Look at Remco now on the inside of turn 6. The Aston Martin there. Neon trying to put the car on the outside. The squeeze from his fellow countryman. They gonna collide. That's a penalty for Neon.
Yeah,
I don't know
Neon
if he has
was...
to yield there, but Neon is not gonna be happy about that one. Look at the squeeze from Remco. Neon has to yield there at the straight. Coming to turn 9. Wide for Remco, and that's a penalty for him. Color's gonna be happy. And look at Neon at the exit of turn 10, gonna materialize that move. side by side between them. Same energy for both of them, and there's contact at the entry. I don't know if Remco hit the wall, but Neon squeezing him into that outside part of the track at the entry of turn 1.
Yeah, it's getting testy.
It's once again Remco yields to have the DRS at the exit of turn 3. A little bit of contact, I think, there between Remco and Coders, but there goes Remco with the DRS and the energy. I don't know if he will be able to do it, but he will send it on the inside probably. Neon gonna protect that one. Another thing is gonna be further more battles, because Neon has gained almost half a second after that battle, but he has 3 seconds on his name. That's gonna cost him a lot with that potential race win.
Freeware McBurk fighting again.
At the moment, McBurk at the top of that battle in 8th place. The penalties say that Freeware not gonna be on a really favorite place there to win the battle. 3 seconds for McBurk and 8 seconds for Freeware. But of course, the on-track battle and the position when you finish, it's gonna be really important as well to really have fun.
Oh, side by
Look
side.
at Neon. Look at Noel into the lead.
Oh, there's contact with Neon.
Neon taps the back of the Haas driver, and Noel, who seemed to not have the pace against Richie, retakes the lead now into lap 32 of 36. Amazing stuff from Noel. I think Richie has been conserving a little bit of energy. Well, actually, Noel has even better energy than Richie, so it's everything of pace and DRS there from Noel. Really good move from the Haas driver. Look at Coders. He's just
look how
behind.
tight this grid is. Like they're up on the diffuser.
Look at Neon. As you were saying, just at the back of the diffuser of his fellow countryman. There are 3 drivers there on the top 5, Richie, Neon and Remco. As we start lap 33, 4 laps to go. Now, for this tier 1 race on round 11, look at Neon trying to maximize that exit, not utilizing the energy. He wants to save it for the end. Richie not gaining too much, I think, to Noel. Neon is gonna try the outside line, trying the move on Richie. A little bit of contact there between wheels.
This is great for
Neon
Noel.
has that position gain. Remco and Coders battling at the back, but we have this battle for the podium. Look at Neon at the outside again.
Yeah, we're on board with Neon.
But Noel...
Oh, there's contact.
Look at the contact between Neon and Richie. Neon on the inside now. For turn 6, he's in the same position that Remco was on the battle with him, as Richie has yielded. Now, we know Neon has a penalty, and Richie knows it as well. He doesn't want to risk too much, and he's probably gonna try to use Neon.
He's probably upset that Neon interrupted his battle with Noel.
Yeah, but I think Richie can use Neon to overtake Noel. So if Neon overtakes Noel, Richie can put the nose there and try something there, as Neon has the penalty, and the real battle, I think, is between Noel and Richie. The 3 drivers at the top, actually the top 5 really close, as Neon takes the lead. There we have it, takes the lead on track, and Richie's gonna take the lead as he's braking late and takes that one on turn 3.
But Noel's not giving up.
Into P3. Well, that's not too clean from Neon, as he locks the tires with Noel Carman, who's gonna take probably the lead now in turn 4, not risking it too much. Noel on P2 is in a really good spot. He started on P14 as Neon retakes that place into turn 6. A lot of action.
Remco has the popcorn to this party.
But look at Colors. He's really close as well. McBurk and Luke Smith exchanging positions as Luke Smith Games at the top of that one, takes a penalty there on turn 6, 7. McBurk as well with penalties. A lot of drivers with penalties.
Here we come.
Neon, Remco, McBurk, another one. Look at Neon.
Up the hill again.
Is he gonna dive there? Well, he's really close. He taps the rear of Richie. Noel and Remco lurking behind. Noel lost a little bit of time there on that hairpin as Remco and Colors exchange positions. Here comes Colors with the DRS open. And really close to Noel. Noel has to defend that one as he saw Colors coming like a missile there from the exit of turn 4. Look at Colors now into P4. He has a penalty of 3 seconds worth. So that would be actually a podium as Neon has 6 seconds.
That would be amazing for cars in Tier 1.
That would be amazing for Colors as he's a
Two
Tier
more
2
lap,
driver.
one more lap to go.
Only one more lap to go as Neon is on the back of his teammate, not teammate, sorry, but his fellow countryman there for the for the Dutch country. Look at Remco trying that move on Cutters. Not gonna be working. Look at Noel now. And Neon really close to Richie. Richie breaking late, but he's gone wide. He's gone wide. And Neon,
Richie taking 3 seconds.
Richie takes a penalty, and Noel just at the back of Richie is
Noel's
gonna
go.
take that move. That could be a win for Noel.
Noel might win this race if he can keep it clean. He's got to stay behind these guys. He doesn't even have to make the move on Richie.
To overtake. Oh, he almost lost it.
That's why you don't need to overtake.
He touched the side button and almost lost it into the wall. Noel has to keep it together. He can take him in a 3-second gap to Richie, because Neon is gonna win this on track as he is on turn 9, only 2 corners to go. Neon with 6 seconds of penalty is gonna cross now to win this race on track. Rich is gonna take that first plot, but Noel is gonna jump both of them as Richie takes second place and Remco overtakes Cutters at the last lap of this race to take that podium. Cutters on P4, Neon on P5, McBlair crashes into the line. And we'll have only 10 finishers as Candy King takes 6th place.
Yeah, Marcus is gonna
7th.
Marcus is gonna pass Big Work and take that final points position.
Indeed. Freeway on 8th, Luke Smith on 9th, McBlair DNF'd on 7th place with Marcus, as you were saying, gonna cross that one and probably even with the fastest lap, who knows. As there we have it, it's Marcus with the 10th place and probably at 2 points of penalty points.
What a finish,
because
Bill.
of that finish. But Noel Carman, of course, driver of the day, winning this race from 14th place, starting on the mediums. Right time to put the intermediates on. Kept the pace of the leaders. Led the laps that he had to do. Waited.
He's easily
a really clean, without penalties. No penalties for him, and that's a win for Noel. Amazing.
Yeah, he has to be driver of the day, coming from P14 on the grid, and Cotter's missing out on the podium by 1/4 of a second.
I think they are both my drivers of the day. Even Remco as well. Look at Colors from 17th place, 13 places gained, as well as Noel. Both of them really good job. Neon a little bit disappointing how he managed that strategy, but a lot of good racing he provided today. Wow, just amazing. We need to scroll a little bit to have those results. 10 drivers not able to finish this race. McBlurk as classified as he crashed, I think, on the last corner. Amazing, as we will have most likely interviews now, and with, I think, a really happy podium.
Yeah, let's see if we can get any of them into the interview waiting room. We have the race winner, but we can just bring him in.
I will. There we have it.
He's muted
Wow.
still.
We'll see. There we have it. He hasn't muted himself. Wow. That no word from that race. 14th place on qualifying, starting with the mediums, safety cars on the middle, and winning the race on the last lap. How was that, Noel?
It's incredible. I'm shaking. No, but extremely happy. Obviously I got lucky with the safety car, but lucky is a part of the sports, and just very happy.
Amazing performance, because when you had the leaders there on the back, you kept the pace. You were able to to catch once again the leaders when you got overtaken, and as well clean, no penalties, and it's the lead.
Yeah, man. I don't know what to say.
I'm very happy to see you win, Noel. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, mate.
And you beat Richie and Neon. What a crazy battle at the finish.
Yeah, that was crazy, and I enjoyed it a lot. Very fair racing.
Very, very good
Noel,
performance there.
when
Amazing.
when Richie got 3 seconds, you didn't even have to overtake, but you still tried to go for the move anyway and nearly crashed.
I didn't notice. I didn't notice that he had a penalty. I was like, I'm gonna go for this. I want it, you know. Um, so I just went all in. I mean, what I have to lose? I almost spun as well. So
We saw that. We saw that you lost control at the exit of turn 4, almost colliding into the wall. As you were
yeah,
saying, you were not watching that he had a penalty, but I guess after you saw that, it was everything just to keep it to the line. Only I think it was 4 corners to go. So congratulations for that one. The next, the next race, I have to check it. Don't know which one
It's
is,
France.
but I think is Great
France.
Britain. Sorry, France.
Yep.
It's France after Austria. Will be in the next week. How are you feeling about that one?
um, I haven't done that track for a while, and I'll have to learn it. But it's usually a track I enjoy racing at, so I'll be looking forward to it.
We hope it goes as good as this one. Amazing performances again, I have to say it. Congratulations for that win, and we hope to see you next week.
Thank you.
And I think that's it for the interviews and the broadcast, Spino.
Yeah, I think we'll have to say goodbye for today, of course. America's Tier 1 in, I think, will be 3.5 hours, right?
Yes, that seems correct.
So, that seems correct. That
We'll be
seems
back
like
on
a
Twitch.
plan. Seems like a plan here in MRL. We will be rating someone of the community here, and of course playing the outro before going.
Yeah, have a great night, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your evening for the people in Americas. We'll see you later.